Welcome back to the junk room. When I take off, like 3 days I haven't done a video, or 4. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 4 days without a video, can you believe it? It's probably the longest I've gone without doing a video. Well, it's Christmas time, a lot going on. Plus, I went to see Rise of the Skywalker 2 times and loved it more the second time than I did the first time. Hadn't seen it, check it out. Also, I just needed to take a few days off. But we're ready to talk Star Wars toys or pop culture. It's not always Star Wars, but we're ready to talk something fun. And what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about Star Wars Play-doh sets. Now, Play-doh was a thing way before 1977, and Kenner had released other play sets along the way, from $6 Million Man to just regular Play-doh sets like the Fuzzy Plumber. But in 1977, with the release of Star Wars, Kenner decided to bring Play-doh over to the Star Wars line. So let's look at the very first Play-doh Star Wars set. And here it is, the Star Wars action set. Create a galaxy of action adventure with Play-doh. The box is a little unusual for this time period. It still has the Star Wars font like the action figures, but it looks more like a Play-doh box than a Star Wars box. And something very unusual, take a closer look at the figures on the box. At least the Darth Vader. At first glance, you're thinking, well, there's a Play-doh with Darth Vader holding his lightsaber. But let's zoom in and take a closer look at Darth Vader, and you'll see whatever that is, he's not holding it. That's one very happy Darth Vader, I guess. With the Play-doh set, you could use a mold to create some of your favorite Star Wars characters. And it also came with a plastic X-Wing fighter. The best thing out of this set has to be the play mat. Check this out, it's pretty cool looking. This is the Death Star Play-doh mat. As you can see, the outside of the Death Star with the X-Wing headed toward it, and the inside of the Death Star too. You see the tractor beam, you see C-3PO over there fixing to get into some crazy mischief, and you see a stormtrooper firing off his yellow laser gun. I'm guessing that's Play-doh firing out of the gun instead of a laser bolt. And also, if you look close, you can see the trash monster. Do you see it? Let's play Where's Waldo. It's in there. You can see it. Keep looking. And that was it for the Star Wars era Play-doh sets. Next up, let's look at the Play-doh sets from The Empire Strikes Back. And the first one we're going to look at is simply titled, like the last one, Action Set. Here it is. This set is kind of close to the set that we got released for Star Wars. This time it came with dark blue Play-doh, which you can mold into Vader. Sure, it's not black, but it was as close as we were going to get. Instead of a plastic X-Wing, this set came with a plastic snowspeeder. As you can see from this picture here, for some reason, it has Hoth troopers inside the snowspeeder. And according to the box, this one right here is Luke Skywalker. Although if you ask me, doesn't look anything like him. And just like the 1977 Play-doh set, it had to come with a play mat also. I mean, you didn't want to play with your Play-doh on a desk or on the carpet. Trust me, it would get dog hair all in it. So, let's look at that mat, because it's pretty cool also. Although I don't think it's as nice as the Death Star one, still pretty cool. And here it is, the Hoth Play-doh mat. And you can see in the back corner, that the AT-AT has tumbled and shown his big old metal butt to everybody. You got the Hoth troopers, X-Wing fighter, the Falcon, a couple of Rebel guys, a lot of laser fire. It's a pretty cool vinyl mat, if you ask me. This wasn't the only Play-doh set released under the Empire Strikes Back logo. Yoda got his own playset. Sorry, it wasn't Baby Yoda. No, we're talking about old fart Yoda. Let's take a look at that set. This was released in 1981, a year after The Empire Strikes Back. But finally, the word action was removed from action playset, which makes sense because with Play-doh sets, although they were fun, there wasn't much action. This set was called Yoda Playset. Although first released in a white box, it was replaced soon with a yellow box. And I like that it looks like Yoda's playing with the Play-doh set on the box. Out of the two, the white box is the rarest of the two. The X-Wing with this set was the same X-Wing that came in the original Star Wars set. And this Darth Vader mold was included in the Empire Strikes Back set. As for the Luke, it also used the 1977 mold, so you had a Tatooine Luke on Dagobah. Kenner, you're so crazy. Not only could you make your Play-doh characters, you also could make levitating boxes. And if you look closely at Yoda, it looks like he comes with a little red chainsaw. In 1983, we saw the release of Return of the Jedi. So, let's look at the Return of the Jedi Play-doh sets, and I think you can guess what set they're going to do. This one came with a lot more figure molds than the other release sets. And probably out of those molds, the coolest has to be the Han Solo Frozen in Carbonite. But as you can see from the box, it's not really in scale. Jabba's a lot smaller than the characters from the film. The molds for this set wasn't hinges, so you only got one-sided molds. Also coming with this set was a plastic skiff. Now in 1983, not only did Kenner release things under the Return of the Jedi line, they were also pushing Ewoks under the title Wicket the Ewok Collection. And yes, he has a Play-doh set. And here it is, the Play-doh Wicket the Ewok Playset. Create the lovable world of the Ewoks with Play-doh. Although it has a Return of the Jedi logo also on the box, it's basically based on the Ewoks cartoon. Of course, it comes with molds of R2 and 3PO and a bunch of Ewoks. It also comes with a plastic cart. Now, by 1984, Star Wars sales were on the decline, and there was no new movies coming out. At least that's what we thought then, and at least not coming out for a long time. So as you know, Kenner retooled the whole Star Wars line into Power of the Force, and they released a Power of the Force Play-doh set. Let's take a look. And here it is, the Attack the Death Star Play-doh set. As you can see from the very top of the package, it's part of the Power of the Force collection. Although this is under the Power of the Force logo, and mostly anything under the Power of the Force logo is very collectible today, it's probably one of the easiest playsets to find. The molds for this set was smaller than the other released Play-doh sets, and you also didn't get a free plastic vehicle like the other Play-doh sets. But you did have a mold to make Play-doh explosives. They also have something that looks like, I'm not really sure what it is, but according to the box, it's a launching pad. Whatever it is, doesn't look too fun. That's a look at the Star Wars Kenner Play-doh set. Did you have any of these sets? If you did, let me know in the comments below. And even if you didn't, let me know out of these, which one would you have liked to have? And if your friend Boy down the road had one, but he refused to let you play with it because you kept mixing up the colors, let me know that also, so I know it wasn't just me that couldn't play with the Play-doh set. I want to thank you for watching. As always, please thumb up my video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back very soon with a whole new video.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.